The opioid epidemic. It's the deadliest drug crisis in American history, killing about 90 Americans every day, roughly the same number as car crashes. Here are short answers to some key questions about the crisis. What exactly is an opioid? Opioids are a class of drugs that interact with opioid receptors on nerve cells in the body and brain. They regulate pain and affect the brain's reward or pleasure system, which can make people feel high. That makes opioids powerful painkillers, but also extremely addictive. So what is the crisis about? The current crisis started in the 1990s, with the overprescription of opioid painkillers like OxyContin. Over the next decade, a growing number of people became dependent on these drugs. And for many, what started with pills grew into a heroin addiction. Then in 2014, potent synthetic opioids like fentanyl began entering the drug supply in large amounts. Where's the crisis most severe? It's worse in the Midwest, Appalachia, and New England, but it really is a national problem. Synthetic opioids are continuing to enter new markets, especially in the Northeast and South. Why has it gotten so much worse in recent years? Decades of opioid overprescription, an influx of cheap heroin, and the emergence of fentanyl, a synthetic opioid that is 50 times more potent than heroin. Shouldn't we just stop prescribing opioids? Not necessarily. Opioids have improved the quality of life for millions of people, particularly cancer patients and those with acute pain. And suddenly removing access to opioids from those who are dependent on them to function could easily push people to more dangerous opioids like heroin or counterfeit pills. So what can be done?